What school did you attend?
I went to school in France.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to medical school over there, and medical school in France is a little bit different than the American system. So it involves an entrance exam after the first year, and then it's total of 6 to 8 years. So I finished 8 years of medical school over there, including internal medicine residency. Then I came to the state, and then that was the University of Montpellier in France. What medical school? That was the question. Is that right?
Yeah. How is the France school different than here?
Then here, honestly, I don't know because I haven't gone to school here. I did my residency here, but the difference is that in France, once you get your high school diploma, then you go to the first year, you finish your first year, and then there is an entrance exam. That was back then, and it was like probably they get out of 10 people, they get 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so that's the end of the first year. If you pass the test, then you can continue your medical school. If you don't pass the test, yeah, you can redo it or you change your career. Then it's another 5 years of medical school, so a total of 6 years, and 2 years of residency if you want to become just like a general practitioner. After that, if you want to go to a specialty, then you have to take the specialty exam, and it's another 3 to 5 years of residency after that. In the United States, it's different because they do 4 years of pre-med, and then they do 4 years of medical school, which it ends up being those 8 years, because I read 4 and 8, and then you go to your residency, which is again 3 to 5 years of residency.
Okay. How long did it take you to get where you are today?
Many years.
What were some obstacles you had to go through?
So as far as schooling, it took me 8 and 3, 11 years after high school. But then because I had a different kind of a path, I went to France, and then from France to here, then you have to do equivalent exams, so you have to take more tests. So it took a little bit longer because I had a year of taking test American version of it, and then residency again, 3 years of residency here.
What influenced you to become a pediatrician?
What influenced me to become a pediatrician? A friend of mine.
Right.
Yeah. So my initial intention was to become an endocrine doctor. Has nothing to do with pediatrics. Until I came to the United States, because where I was studying, pediatricians, they had just to work at the hospital, and that was not for me, just being at the hospital. I didn't like to be just at the hospital. So pediatric was not an option for me. Then when I came here, I was following a pediatrician just so I can see what's the American way of doing and dealing with patients, and I loved it. I said, oh, this is just so much fun, kids, and they're nice, they're all parents, most times they listen to what you say. It's different than adult medicine. People don't listen to you, they do what the neighbor says. Don't take that one. So that's when I decided, a friend of mine, a pediatrician.
What are some pros and cons about being a pediatrician?
I mean, pros for me, because I love it, is mostly pros. I love kids. I love kids growing with me. I love to see them as a teenager when they leave. It becomes like family. So that's the part that I love. Really, you have to like also dealing with parents. I think that's the part that some people may have some apprehension, but I think most people, when they have this, they don't become a pediatrician. Me, I know I'm a worrier myself, so I always go over things that the parents is worried about. So it's not a big deal for me to talk about it, and so So that's probably the part that most people that are in medicine, sometimes they have apprehension to become a pediatrician, is just to deal with adult part of it.
Do you have any further plans, or do you believe you've reached the top of your career?
Further plans? As far as my career as a pediatrician, I think I'm good right now.
You're good?
Yeah, I think I am. But this has been a move change for me. So in that way, so I have some plans. But otherwise, yeah, I think I'm good where I am right now.
What is a typical day like for you?
At work?
Yeah.
Okay. So I usually go see babies at the hospital.
In the
Then-
mornings?
In the
or-
mornings, yes, before coming to the office. And then I come to the office and I have appointments for, all from newborn period to 18 years of age. I see them for their well visit, but I see them also for sick visit. Then there's a break at lunch, and then in the afternoon, the same thing. Call parents, then I have some messages to address their concerns, or if I have done any tests to follow up on those tests, call the parents again. And basically that's it.
Do you ever get tired of your job?
My job? No, not really. Unless, no, for jobs as a pediatrician, no, not really.
Do you wish you could have chosen a different career path?
No, not really, honestly. Because I chose it when I was older, and I had gone thinking about other options, and then ended up with so I think, no, I don't think so. I like to have hobbies other than being a pediatrician, but not as a career.
I think that's it.
Okay, that was easy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.